Hi all. I wanted to follow up on the last video that I did, the sniff test, and show an example of me going through the step-by-step process of applying each one of those 5 criteria to a partner of mine, long-term partner, NormaTec. Again, full disclosure, I've worked with them since 2015. So this hopefully is able to bring you through the steps that I use to decide to partner with them in the first place. So in case you haven't seen the previous video, or since it has been a couple weeks, I'm going to show you quickly the 5 steps that are important in the process here. Step 1 is there a physiological rationale? Does the product's claims actually make sense? Step 2, relevant research. Is there research being done on it, and does it apply to me, myself, in this case, as an endurance athlete? Level 3 is the level of evidence. What kind of studies are being done, and how well is the quality being controlled? That type of thing. Step 4 is dissemination of research. Where is this research being published? Are they in quality journals or journals that might not be as well regarded in the field? And then finally, step 5 is target audience. Does the target audience make sense? Even though there is a physiological rationale and it's shown to be beneficial in research, it might be being marketed towards the wrong audience. Okay, so starting off, is obviously step 1 is there a physiological rationale? Now, NormaTec works, or claims to work, by something called sequential pulse compression. Okay, so basically what that means is if you take we all know that inflammation is caused as a result of exercise. That's really not something that anybody is going to deny. So the claim that NormaTec makes is that with sequential pulse compression that we can get rid of some of that inflammation, or at least get it moving to help speed up the recovery process. So essentially, it's like taking a straw, and if the straw were to be filled with water, we would squeeze the bottom of the straw, then squeeze the next chamber up, 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 and letting go of the bottom each time. That's called the distal release, another one of the features of the NormaTec. And then if we keep squeezing to the top, you can easily visualize how the fluid is going to come out of the top of the straw. And so that's essentially the process that NormaTec at least claims that they're doing. And so the step 1, is there a physiological rationale? Well, exercises causes inflammation. If we squeeze that inflammation from the bottom and push it up, then we can at least get it to the core where it can be dealt with more appropriately, or better and faster. So yes, there is a physiological rationale. So that is step 1. So step 2 is has there been relevant research done on using this device? NormaTec has really done a great job, in my opinion. Obviously, I've said that I'm a partner with them, so I'm a bit biased, but they've done a really good job of ensuring that research is first and foremost always a part of their core as a company. That's actually how I got introduced to NormaTec in the first place. In 2013, between 2011 and 2013, while I was still working at the university, I was doing a research project with the NormaTec device. That's how I got introduced to the company. And so again, that's one of the reasons that I've chosen to partner with them, hopefully long term. They have a number of different claims. I'm speaking specifically about one with the sequential pulse compression, how that increases circulation and how that helps reduce inflammation. There's been a number of different studies on this. I'm linking them below. So step 2, relevant research, definitely a check mark there. Step 3, level of evidence. Level of evidence refers to the quality of the study that's being done. It'd be great if we could do a double-blind study. With this, it's really not possible. But there are a number of articles that have been done with very high statistical significance that have shown positive results. So that's a part of that. And then the second part is there's been a number of meta-analysis, which is essentially the gold standard of research. A meta-analysis is essentially research on the available research. So basically, somebody doing a meta-analysis on NormaTec would take accumulation of all the research that's done on there and say, okay, so in general, the overall findings suggest this. And there's been a number of meta-analysis done and published on this. And in general, the results are positive, showing the effectiveness of the NormaTec. Now, you're not always going to get 100% agreement in different research because of the populations that they use, because of the varying parameters that they're using. That's why you rely on the meta-analysis if they are available, because that basically shows the general consensus among the research. And again, I'm including those meta-analysis links below in the comment section, so you can see again that step 3 level of evidence is definitely a check mark there. They've had very high quality studies done, and they've shown to have positive results. Step 4 is dissemination of research. I listed a number of journals before that have a high level of trust in the exercise science world. Many of these journals are ones that have published studies on the NormaTec unit itself. And so again, easy one to check off here. And then finally, does the target audience make sense? This device is shown to benefit in research for both aerobic and anaerobic sports alike. So again, another easy one to check off. So overall, when we go through steps 1 through 5 on the Sniff test, this device passes easily with flying colors. Obviously, many of you out there might not have the skill set or training to give the Sniff test a try on your own. That's what I'm here for. Keep sending me products or devices or supplements that you want me to go through the research on. Make sure you subscribe to this channel, and I'll keep putting out videos like this, and hopefully you find them helpful. Thanks, until the next time.